All right, today let's take a look at this. This is a Behringer B-1. It is a cold sputtered, large diaphragm studio condenser microphone with a single diaphragm pressure gradient transducer type. 1 inch, comes in a case, and let's check out what's inside. It is a cardioid. As the picture indicates, it has a low cut or high pass filter, a flat, and then a negative 10 dB in case you're miking up something that's pretty loud. Alright, let's see what's inside. Alright, it is here's some paperwork that I will never look at. Here is a nice looking case. I think it's upside down. You gotta admit the case looks pretty cool. Alright, so here is the internals. You've got a big puffy foam wind protector, or pop filter probably is what we would call it in this case. Here's the microphone itself. Oh, before I do that, let's look at this shock mount. It comes with an adapter. That's a 3/8 16 to, I believe that's 5/8 27, your standard microphone thread. You've got some elastic bands. This kind of reminds me of a hair tie. And then this is a clamp. It kind of reminds you of a binder clip like this. I have one right here. So just as that's, when you squeeze that, it makes it open. This works in a similar way. Let's go ahead and throw this guy together. Here's the microphone itself. Get some delicious crystals that soak up moisture and keep your stuff from going bad while you're storing it or shipping it or whatever. Alright, so there's the switch we saw on the cover. You can see the 1 inch diaphragm inside, if you can catch that just right. So there's your low cut and your flat and your negative 10. We're going to leave it in the center. It does say made in China, but what can I say? It is a Behringer. This is not a Neumann, Sennheiser, Shure, a Electro Voice, or any of the above. I actually was in the market for this type of microphone, but didn't have. I just had a need for a particular special project that I was on for a large diaphragm condenser. I was actually looking for an Audio-Technica AT2020. They didn't have one of those. They did have this in stock, and I said, but that's a Behringer. Can I really use a Behringer? So we'll find out. Here's what it looks like with this beautiful thing on there. I tell you, it will keep you hopefully from having to use one of those circular gooseneck pop filters, but it is also not an attractive decoration, especially with all those dimples. That is from the egg crate stuff on the roof, on the lid of that case. Anyway, let's put that on a stand real quick and get some sound out of it. Alright, so now you are listening to the audio from this Behringer B-1 as it sits. I do have the handsome black foam screen on it here. It is without. I have the switch set in the center, which is flat at regular gain. A couple more things to mention. This microphone costs about $100. It is a Behringer. Behringer is, in my opinion, a little bit hit and miss when it comes to the quality of their products. But let's not dismiss it right away just because it comes with the B word. It will require, of course, phantom power, and I am getting that from a Ceramonic Smart Rig, modified, of course, with these shoe mounts and with a new end so that it is wired to go into my camera. A few ways that you might use this. You could use it in certain live sound circumstances. It is a cardioid pattern, and so it does have the ability to reject some unwanted sounds. I will not likely use it in that scenario. It'll be for recording purposes. You may want to use it for podcasting. You may record it in a studio in a properly treated room. You may want to mic acoustic instruments. You could potentially use it to mic a guitar cabinet or any of those types of things. This actually is the first one that I bought, and the one that I showed you earlier, I was a little deceptive. It is a second one because I actually really like this microphone. I like the way it sounds. It's cost effective. It sits well on a little microphone stand. This is one that I actually cut down so that it would be at the desired height for when it's sitting on a desk. So that is a quick look at the Behringer B-1. What do you think? Is this something that you would be willing to use for some of your needs? What are some other microphones in this price range? I mentioned the Audio-Technica 2020. There's some by MXL. MXL is a Marshall company. What other microphones might be comparable, a better deal, a lesser deal? Do you think this shock mount will hold up? Is it effective enough for your needs? I'm making some obnoxious noises, some of which will come through the microphone and some will not. Regular handling, I think this shock mount is probably realistically going to fend off most of those harmful noises. But I have used it for maybe 2 weeks now and have been really happy with the tone and the form factor. It even though it says Behringer, it does look kind of cool, you gotta admit. Comments below, let me know what you guys think. That is the Behringer B1, and see ya.